Jerome Powell announcing that the Fed will move to fight inflation by accelerating tapering. Bitcoin in the altcoin market produced a noticeable pump-episode in response. But the big question is, will this be enough to give Bitcoin the juice to reverse this dumpathon once and for all? I'm your host, Bobby Bowell, and with an absolutely extremely big pumpage for the SPX and many cryptocurrencies following Papa Bowell's news, are the baby bulls finally ready to head to Pound Town? If you guys new channel, make sure to subscribe to miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. Make sure to leave your comment below. It is for subscribers. For Ledger equivalent BTC, it will be on Friday, as always. And as well, I only have one Twitter and one Instagram. Both are below. The rest are scammers, and there are scammers aplenty. Absolutely 100%, bar none, hands down, without question. Without any further ado, let's dump on it. So after testing the 200-day moving average, Bitcoin yet again got a little bit of an itsy-bitsy bounce on the dot as soon as Jerome Powell's speech was made. And if we jump into it here, before we get into more price here, very big. It rallied to about 49, a little above that right now, following Fed FOMC announcement of rate hikes in 2022. Climbed by over $2,000 almost instantly as markets quickly reacted to news that the U.S. Federal Reserve would raise interest rates and curtail its bond buying program starting next year. The momentum came after the Fed hinted that it could raise its benchmark rate 3 times next year, surpassing all investor expectations. It would also increase the pace of its asset purchasing taper, the central bank said. And this is kind of what everybody was expecting, right? Over the last 48 hours, I'm sure you've heard a lot of people say, you know, the normal buy the rumor, sell the news. It was the opposite. Sell the rumor, buy the news. So kind of a reverse switcheroo many people were expecting. So again, none of this was super unexpected. In fact, it was expected. And this is bullish for Bitcoin. And as well, one thing before we get into this here, he did say during his speech, no one knows with any certainty where the economy will be a year or more from now. That tells you everything, doesn't it? Your favorite Twitter analyst, your favorite CNBC correspondent, anybody on the planet, nobody has absolutely any idea what is going to happen within the next 10 days from now, let alone the next year. Okay, so with that being said, that is why, again, my bet is on cryptocurrency. If you think you're safe in whatever investments you're in that are not crypto, maybe, but also maybe not. None of us have any idea. But again, I firmly believe that the core thesis behind Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is way, it's where I'm going to be. Let's just put it that way. But if we take a look at Bitcoin's chart here, obviously the weekly, again, we're still now above this 50-week moving average. On the daily chart, we are still holding above this 200-day moving average. And Bitcoin could initiate a very big reversal at any moment. And this news is exactly what we needed, at least to temporarily stave off more dumping. Again, we're at that critical point, and we've been for a long time now, for basically the entire month of December, where we don't want to go much lower. Okay, we really don't want to go much lower. And I think that's why everybody's standing on their tiptoes and getting a little antsy, because Bitcoin has already dumped. Let's take a look here. It's already dumped 40%, and currently it's about 30% from all-time highs over the past month. So much more dumping is not really necessary at this point. In fact, we absolutely need to start seeing some pumpy here. And again, is this now the beginning of finally signs of a reversal here? But again, more importantly, again, just holding these levels for so long is good. Okay, it's good that we're still holding these last key levels, because again, realistically on the daily chart, the 200-day is very important. On the weekly, the 50-day is absolutely important. We held it multiple times this year during the worst, nastiest pullbacks we've gotten. So if we don't hold it, that's really bad. So we need to hold it, okay? Again, that's the point here. We need to hold these levels. We need to hold 46, 47K. But with the news, again, we saw ETH, Matic up a lot as well. A lot of these coins, but as well, SPX actually now, let's take a look, only about less than 1% away from new all-time highs. So far, it has seen a candle of about 2% to the upside on this news. So again, will this create now the environment to where Bitcoin and the stock market, which is heavily correlated, or you could say Bitcoin is heavily correlated to the stock market, will this now create an environment where Bitcoin can begin some pumpy? And as well, what do we see? The DXY have a little bit of a dump today. If you guys are new channel, make sure to subscribe. You miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts as well. Make sure to check out any bonuses below. Leave your comment. Don't reply to any scammers. I only have 2 social media. accounts besides YouTube, one Instagram and one Twitter, and both are below. The rest are all fake. And without any further ado, is it for me?